The topic of this video is how to not be a Kevin. Before some of you overprotective fangirls go in the comments to start giving me crap about hating on him and jealous of him, we're friends. I'm just doing this video so you don't make the same mistakes. And the reason I'm picking on Kev is because his video of these has had nearly 1 million views, so there's lots of people that may think this thing is junk.
Cheap out and get this, you can still have to go out and buy an infraction anyways. You might as well just skip all the cheap junk and get yourself an infraction. I can't wind it up. The steering is so terrible. Look at it, it's just, I can't drive it. Look, he can't drive it. This thing is junk.
Which is not the case. This is the FTX Stinger. Also comes under the brand, I think it's HNR Panther. That's outside of the UK. If you're in the UK, it's the FTX Stinger. Based on a Dodge Demon. It's a 1/10 scale on-road. I mean, you could call it a street basher, I suppose. Very fast straight out the box. We will do some speed runs in this video. I've already done a review of it, but this is a little revisit and an update. My original one went as part of a prize competition, so I wanted another one. There's a reason I got two, and I'll talk about that later on, but the main purpose of this video is to show you the issue they came out of the box with. I mean, it might be fixed, but we'll check that in a minute. I'm going to show you how to fix that problem in less than a minute. I'm going to show you how fast they are, and of course we're going to take it for an absolute rip, and I'll demonstrate to you how easy they are to drive when you sort that problem out. The reason I like this so much is it only costs, well, UK price is like £240, and you're getting a brushless 1/10 scale ready to run with an included battery as well, so 99% ready to run, a charger, decent transmitter, a set of hard drift wheels, optional sway bar to put on, and a charging bag. £239 in the UK. I recently had a bad experience with AliExpress, so if you're not in the UK, I will leave a link in the description to where you can get these from a trusted seller who's not going to scam you and send you something completely different to what you order. And if you're in the UK, your local hobby shops or online shops should stock this. So let's throw a battery in and I will show you the issue. So this comes with a gyro. So for those that aren't aware, what a gyro does is when the back end steps out, the idea of the gyro is to bring the front wheels in the opposite direction. So if you slide that way, your wheels are going to counter that to try and bring the back in. The gyro on this is set on channel 5. It's all the way off at the moment. If I turn it all the way up. So what's happening with this, so I'm going to push the back end that way, so you'd expect the wheels to turn that way. But what they're doing is they're turning that way. So what's happening is when the back goes like that, the front wheels turn like that, basically going to send it into a spin, which is not what you want, and that's why they don't drive out the box with the gyro on. So in Kev's defence and anyone else who's had trouble with this, it shouldn't be like that out of the box. I'm not trying to gloss over that. That should not be like that out of the box. I told FTX it was the wrong way round when this was first released last year. And there's been so many videos of this with people saying the gyro's reversed, and they haven't fixed it yet. That's a big really. That problem should have been fixed. Anyway, going back to talking smack about Talbot, he has almost been an ambassador for Dumbo RC since they first came about. You look on a lot of his videos from the past and he will tell you that this thing is the world's best cheap transmitter, and I agree, it's very good, not very expensive, and well, I mean, I use it on a fair few things, but Kev uses this on, well, pretty much everything, I think.
Now, when it comes to the one that I recommend the most, all round, everything considered, it's gotta be the Dumbo RC. It's crazy that the cheapest one actually did the best job. So sometimes you buy cheap, you buy twice, but sometimes the cheap stuff does a better job.
Now this is also from Dumbo RC, and it's just an updated version with loads more features. The receivers are pretty much the same. This one's got some extra ports there for lights, but the receivers function exactly the same. I was quite shocked, and I wasn't the only one who was quite shocked on that video that he didn't know how to fix the problem. Well, until he'd watched my video of how to fix the problem.
So we'll just see the Tomley video where he did the FTX version.
Just one thing to note though, before we do go and drift it, the inbuilt gyro was round the wrong way. I.e. when you turn in that direction, the wheels were turning in that direction. So right then, let's show you how to fix this. Now, it doesn't say in the instructions how to reverse the gyro. It only tells you how to switch it on or off, and that's by pressing the button 3 times. So it's a bit of a pain. You have to take the receiver off because the button is actually on the other side. Not ideal. I've just done that one to make sure I knew what I was doing first, and I will show you on this one. For some reason, I thought you had to press it twice, but you actually Let's take the receiver off. So there's the little button just there. If you press that 3 times, it'll switch the gyro off. Press it once and you'll see the LED flash. So if I press it once, ready? See the LED just flash there? Now, put that back like that. Let me turn you around that way. So now when I turn it, you see it's counter steering. So I'm going to turn that way and the wheels are going to counter it. That is how easy it is. Spin the receiver around, press it once, done. So spend a minute sorting your gyro out and then you can hoon this thing around like crazy. And just to prove my point even further, all the run footage you're going to see in this video is one-handed. So as you can see, it's very easy to drive. Even with the gyro off, you can still hoon it. Don't know how much juice is left in this battery, but let's give it a quick speed run. I think I got like 35 or 37 mile an hour. That's on 2 cell. This will run 3, but it's yeah, the tyres aren't great for 3S. I'm hoping if the weather stays okay though, I'm going to swap the wheels over and we will throw a 3S in before the end of this video. Hopefully. I mean, it's a nice day today, but this is the UK. Right then. Full throttle. Oh yeah, way too much on the gyro. You see it wobbling then. Full throttle. Yeah, I had a little bit more out of it with a fully charged battery. So anyway, still, that's a good speed on 2S. Now I didn't realise, when I reviewed this back in, I think it was like September time, I got 53 mile an hour out of it. It was sketchy, but I didn't think I got that much. The reason I got 2 is because I've got another one in one of my competitions now. This one, well, you can have this one if you want. It will be fully functioning. It's just, well, I've got some battle scars from this video, but this one is brand new. So there's a link in the description where you can win that. And there's actually 4 other prizes on this competition. So one person's going to win the FTX. Then you've got a 3S Big Rock, the Rival MT10, the Quantum 2 Flux, and a Smiter Turbo. There's a link to the competition in the description. There's only 3 or 4 days left, I think. Anyway, I've put some foams on it because it is very sketchy on 3S. I've also tweaked the camber. I had quite a bit of negative camber, so tweaked that. Desperately needs a better servo. Servo not great. Oh! Come on. Bit more gyro input. There we go, full throttle. That's better. Just needed a little bit of gyro. I'm not sure that's as fast as I got last time. Oh no, whoa. It's a tough thing. 48, yeah. I don't know what's going on. It's a bit colder today. I mean, it's February, it's about 8 degrees C and it was probably about 18 or 19 degrees C back in September. I'm pretty sure when I reviewed it, there was more in it. I didn't hit full throttle, or not for that long anyway. Oh man, curbs. We've lost drive to the front. It's like a real demon now. Did smack that curb quite hard. Yeah, 48 again. Strange. So, a little bit of a pain to access. I mean, all the hardware is pretty much exactly the same size and exactly the same length. So it's just a case of zipping it all out. So nothing's broke. It's just the input shaft, output shaft, diff pinion, whatever you call it. You can see the screws backed out. So it was just like flopping about in there and not engaging on there. Easy fix. And back to 4-wheel drive again. So there you go. Hopefully that shows you that these aren't junk. They don't deserve to be run over by a Range Rover. If you buy something and it's not quite working right out the box, give YouTube a search or Google. I've just tapped in how to reverse Dumbo RC receiver, and they're not new videos either, look, 3 years ago. So a nice quick fix. I just charged another 3S battery because, well, I'm not finished with it yet.
What comes around goes around, say hey, hey, say hey.